In the world of automobiles, few vehicles command the respect and admiration that the Toyota Land Cruiser FJ40 does. Born in the harshest conditions of the 1960s, this mechanical workhorse became the backbone of exploration, the companion of adventurers, and a reliable steed of military forces across the globe. But today, we're witnessing something extraordinary, a phenomenon that has transformed this humble utility vehicle into a multi-million-dollar collector's item. Welcome to the world of the FJ40 Restomod revolution. This is a two-episode series. Over the past 5 years, the Restomod market has exploded. But nowhere is this more apparent than with the Toyota Land Cruiser FJ40. What was once a $5,000 used truck now commands prices that can exceed $200,000 when professionally restored and modified. YouTube videos documenting these transformations regularly garner millions of views, spawning an entirely new generation of enthusiasts. In this comprehensive exploration, we'll dive deep into every aspect of this phenomenon, from the rich history that makes the FJ40 so special, to the meticulous restoration process that transforms rusty shells into modern masterpieces, to the controversial questions that this Restomod craze raises within the automotive community. This isn't just a story about old cars being restored. This is about the intersection of nostalgia, modern technology, and the human desire to preserve automotive heritage while adapting it for contemporary life. Whether you're a die-hard Land Cruiser enthusiast, a casual car enthusiast curious about the Restomod trend, or someone looking to understand why these humble trucks have become such cultural icons, this video has something for you. Today, we'll explore the history of the Land Cruiser and why the FJ40 became the most sought-after variant. We'll examine what makes a Restomod valuable, the meticulous process of restoration, meet some of the most influential builders in the space, and investigate the economics behind this booming market. We'll also address the critics and look at what the future holds for FJ40 Restomods. To understand the FJ40 phenomenon, we must first travel back to post-war Japan, a nation rebuilding from the devastation of World War II. In 1947, Toyota's founder Kichiro Toyota passed away, leaving behind a company struggling to find its identity in a devastated economy. The story of the Land Cruiser begins with the Toyota BJ truck of 1947. This rugged vehicle, developed from the Toyota AA passenger car chassis, was designed to meet the demanding needs of the Japanese military. The BJ designation came from its B-Series engine and J4 truck. These early vehicles were rudimentary but remarkably capable, laying the foundation for what would become the most durable vehicle nameplate in automotive history. The BJ truck's capabilities quickly caught attention beyond military applications. By 1951, Toyota was developing a dedicated utility vehicle that would eventually be named the Land Cruiser. The name itself was prophetic. This vehicle was meant to conquer any terrain, to be at home on land in any condition. In 1954, Toyota introduced the 20 Series, officially branding the vehicle as the Land Cruiser. The name change marked a new philosophy. This wasn't just a truck, it was a vehicle capable of going anywhere on land. The early 200 series featured a more powerful engine and improved comfort, though by modern standards, these vehicles were still Spartan utility machines. By the mid-1950s, Land Cruisers were beginning to find their way to global markets. Australia, where rugged utility vehicles were in high demand, became one of the first major export markets. The vehicles proved themselves in the harsh Australian outback, earning a reputation for indestructibility that would precede them wherever they went. In 1960, Toyota introduced the 40 Series, known universally by enthusiasts as the FJ40. This designation came from the F, denoting the engine type, the famous 3.9-liter inline-six engine that would become legendary for its durability and torque, and 40 for the series number. The FJ40 would become the definitive Land Cruiser, produced for an astonishing 24 years until 1984. Measuring just 149 inches in wheelbase and weighing approximately 3,500 pounds, the FJ40 was compact by American standards but remarkably capable. The 3.9-liter F engine produced 125 horsepower and 200 pound-feet of torque, modest figures by today's standards. but more than adequate for the era. But it was the FJ40's approach angle, departure angle, and ground clearance that truly set it apart. These weren't just numbers on a spec sheet. They represented a vehicle designed to climb 30-degree inclines and ford streams 2 feet deep. The FJ40 became the vehicle of choice for everyone from Australian cattle ranchers to African game wardens, from humanitarian aid workers in remote villages to military forces in conflict zones. Toyota's marketing campaign in the United States famously declared the Land Cruiser the world's most versatile vehicle, and for once, marketing hyperbole was justified by reality. While the FJ40 was designed for global utility, it found a special home in the United States. In the 1960s and 1970s, as American suburbs expanded and outdoor recreation grew in popularity, the FJ40 offered something that no other vehicle could provide: genuine go-anywhere capability in a package that could double as daily transportation. The FJ40's American story is deeply intertwined with the western United States. Ranchers in Montana, hunters in Wyoming, and fishermen in Alaska discovered that the Land Cruiser could access places that other vehicles simply couldn't reach. The vehicle became synonymous with self-reliance, with the spirit of exploration that has always defined the American character. By the 1980s, as Toyota introduced more modern successors like the 60 series and eventually the 80 series, the FJ40 began to disappear from daily use. Many were used until they couldn't move anymore, then parked in fields or sold for scrap. Others found their way to specialty dealers who recognized their potential as collectibles. The transformation from used truck to collectible classic had begun. The 1990s saw the emergence of organized Land Cruiser communities. Enthusiasts who had grown up with these vehicles, or who had discovered them later in life, began forming clubs, attending meets, and sharing their passion online. The Toyota Land Cruiser Association, founded in 1974, grew from a small regional group to a national organization with thousands of members. What made the FJ40 community unique was its diversity. These weren't just off-road enthusiasts, though they certainly were that. Collectors appreciated the FJ40's historical significance. Mechanics admired the vehicle's simplicity and repairability. Outdoor enthusiasts valued its capability. The FJ40 had become a cultural touchstone, a shared experience that united people across demographics and geographies. The community extended far beyond American borders. In Australia, where the FJ40 had been produced under license by Toyota Australia, enthusiasts developed their own distinct culture around these vehicles. In the Middle East, where Land Cruisers had long served as the backbone of desert exploration and industrial operations, a passionate community grew around preserving and modifying these trucks. The FJ40 had truly become a global icon. In the social media era, the FJ40's profile soared to new heights. Celebrities from actor Matthew McConaughey to musician John Mayer began sharing their passion for these classic trucks, transforming the FJ40 from a collector's item into a statement piece. The vehicle's appearances in film and television reinforced its image as the ultimate adventure machine. Whether portraying rugged frontier life in period pieces or serving as the hero vehicle in contemporary action films, the FJ40 carried an authenticity that newer vehicles couldn't replicate. Its boxy silhouette, chrome accents, and purposeful design communicated capability in a way that sleek modern crossovers simply couldn't match. Instagram accounts dedicated to FJ40s accumulated millions of followers. YouTube channels documenting restoration projects garnered tens of millions of views. The FJ40 had transcended its origins as a utilitarian vehicle to become a cultural phenomenon, one that attracted everyone from seasoned off-road veterans to wealthy collectors seeking their first classic 4x4. Before we dive deeper into the FJ40 Restomod phenomenon, let's establish what we mean by the term Restomod. In automotive circles, Restomod is a portmanteau of restoration and modification. A Restomod takes a classic vehicle and preserves or restores its original appearance while incorporating modern performance, comfort, and safety upgrades. This distinguishes a Restomod from a simple restoration, which aims to return a vehicle to original factory specifications. It also differs from what some enthusiasts call restification, a restoration that takes liberties with originality. A proper Restomod maintains the visual and emotional essence of the original, while making it more usable, reliable, and safe for modern roads. In the case of the FJ40, Restomods can range from subtle upgrades, disc brakes, better seating, improved cooling systems, to comprehensive transformations that retain only the basic body structure of the original vehicle. There's no single correct approach, and the diversity of Restomod styles is part of what makes this corner of the automotive world so fascinating. The Restomod movement didn't emerge overnight. In the 1990s, a handful of visionaries began experimenting with combining classic aesthetics with modern mechanicals. These pioneers operated out of small shops, often working on personal vehicles before attracting attention from collectors willing to pay premium prices for something beyond what the restoration market offered. Among the most influential early pioneers was TLC in Southern California, which began offering comprehensive restoration and modification services for Land Cruisers in the early 2000s. Their approach emphasized preserving the character of the original vehicle while addressing common reliability issues. Another influential figure was the founder of Humble Motors, who developed innovative suspension upgrades that dramatically improved on-road handling without sacrificing off-road capability. Several factors converged in the 2010s to catalyze the Restomod boom. The 2008 financial crisis, while devastating to many industries, created an interesting dynamic in the classic car market. As the economy recovered, wealthy individuals who had paused their collecting activities returned with renewed enthusiasm, but their tastes had evolved. They wanted vehicles that could be enjoyed regularly, not preserved under glass. Social media played a crucial role in popularizing Restomods. Platforms like Instagram provided the perfect medium for showcasing these visually striking vehicles. A beautifully restored FJ40 with modern touches generated engagement that a showroom-fresh original couldn't match. Builders learned to leverage social media not just for marketing but for community building, sharing progress photos and techniques that inspired a new generation of enthusiasts. Perhaps most importantly, the ultra-low interest rate environment following the 2008 crisis created a surge for alternative investments. Classic cars, including Restomods, attracted attention from investors who viewed them as tangible assets with potential for appreciation. The FJ40, already recognized as a appreciating asset, became particularly attractive when presented in Restomod form. Today's high-end FJ40 Restomods represent the pinnacle of what can be achieved when modern technology meets classic design. Let's examine the key areas where these builds diverge from the original vehicle. Under the hood, many Restomods replace the original F engine with modern power plants. Common choices include Toyota's own 1GR FE 4.0-liter V6, which offers significantly more power and better fuel efficiency while maintaining parts commonality with modern Land Cruisers. Some builders offer Chevrolet LS3 V8 conversions for those seeking maximum power, though this approach is more controversial among purists. The interior of a modern Restomod often features the most dramatic transformation. Custom leather upholstery, heated seats, and modern climate control systems provide comfort that would be unrecognizable to the original buyers. Perhaps most impressively, many builders integrate modern infotainment systems into dashboards that appear stock at first glance. Touchscreens, Apple CarPlay, and backup cameras exist hidden within the FJ40's iconic interior. Performance modifications typically focus on three areas: suspension, brakes, and steering. Modern coil spring conversions replace the original leaf springs, dramatically improving on-road handling while often maintaining or improving off-road capability. Disc brakes at all four corners replace the original drums, providing stopping power appropriate for modern traffic speeds. Power steering conversions make the heavy steering manageable in urban environments. What separates exceptional Restomods from merely competent ones is the art of invisible modification. The best builders understand that every change should enhance rather than overwhelm the original design language. A properly executed Restomod should pass for original at first glance, with modern features revealed only upon closer inspection. This philosophy extends to every aspect of the build. Interior switches that appear original but control modern systems. underhiding wiring and plumbing that maintains the engine bay's visual purity. Paint codes match to original specifications. The goal is creating a vehicle that could have existed in 1970 if the technology had been available, not a car that looks like a caricature of a vintage vehicle. This approach stands in contrast to builds that prioritize visible modification, lifted suspensions, massive tires, elaborate graphics packages, and interior treatments that make no pretense of period correctness. These builds serve a different purpose, and there's nothing wrong with them, but they represent a different philosophy than what we'll be exploring throughout this video. Here we are ending episode 1. Please continue to watch episode 2 for further exciting information. Thanks for watching.